Reverend Steve, keeping it simple. We're going to be in Revelation 2 today. We're going to be in verse 8. We're talking about the church of Smyrna. Yesterday we spoke about the Ephesian church, and I kind of laid the foundation that that church, I feel, in a lot of ways, is the American church. We think we have everything to go in, but we left Jesus. We put him in the back seat, as I said, or we put him, he's not leading us. We're leading him, and that doesn't work. That never works. You got to sit at his feet, as Mary did. She sat at his feet, listening to his words, and she was truly blessed. And that's where we need to be. And I hope you're there, and I hope my teachings and this drives you into that place of worship and sitting at Jesus' feet, getting alone with him, lifting him up, reading his word. Most important thing, to build that foundation. So let's read this. It's quite beautiful. Smyrna was they're not a rich church. Jesus points that out. It was quite amazing. I love that. They're a poor church, but they're rich in their faith in Jesus, and that's what he points out. That's where we need to be. We're a rich church. We're a rich country, but we need to be poor, really, and be lifted up by him, and that makes us rich. So let's go on. So we're going to be in verse 8. Write this letter to the angel of the church of Smyrna. This is the message from the one who was the first and the last. You notice he says that a lot. Jesus, this is Jesus speaking. The first and the last. It's about him. That's what he's telling. The one who was the first and the last. The one who was raised from the dead. And that is alive. That's what he says right here. I know about your suffering and your poverty, but you are rich. And that's beautiful. Your poverty, there's so many poor places in this world. South America, China, Korea. These people don't have, I've seen so many beautiful stories. The Middle East, they don't have anything. They don't even have Bibles. They one person memorizes a page or a chapter, and that's how they do it. And they come together, and I was watching a show about, I think it was in North Korea, that the people would come together with pieces of scripture, and they would come together. If they were caught, they would go to the gulag, and they'd be gone. They'd be dead. But that's a rich church. That's a truly rich church. That church. They come together and they worship for hours. Where is that today? It's because we put so many things in our lives. We run out of church, we run out of here, we run out of there, because we have richness in our monetary life, in our lives, instead of richness in the Lord. And that's going to go away. And God is going to, he's going to smack the church, and it's going to be scattered. And it's going to come. And it's going to come for our own good. So the tribulation that people are so afraid to go through, that they think they're not going to be here, it's for our own good, really. Because as we look at ourselves as a church in this country, we don't have it together. We are very far from him. Because we are rich, and we should be poor, as the Smyrna church is. We'll get into more of this tomorrow. God bless.